Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video. I thought it would be really cool for us to sit and trade together. Now, it is 9:17. I usually start trading at 9:30. I have to send my daily trade idea to my mentees, meaning I have to mark up my charts. I have to analyze the charts and be ready by 9:30. So, okay, let's mark up my charts. So today is... What's today? October 1st. Great. We love that. It's the first of the month. We have news at 10 o'clock. ISM manufacturing PMI. So ideally, I want to be done with my trading day by 10 o'clock. Just finished marking up our charts. Now I have to send my trade idea or my daily bias or whatever you would like to call it to my mentees in my community. So I'm about to type that up. The goal of my daily trade ideas is to be able to let them know what I'm thinking, so they can see my charts and be able to feed off of the energy that I have for the day. As a beginner trader, you don't have the nuance to know certain things. The goal of my daily trade ideas is just to make them aware of some of the things that's going on, give them some of my biases for the day, as well as keep them abreast with what they can look forward to. It's not a signal, but it's close. So we could have a little bit of a chit chat while I wait for the market to open. So I just sent my daily trade idea to my mentees. It is 3 minutes until the market opens. There are some interesting things on the docket for today. For example, number one, the government shut down last night. The last time the government shut down, if I am correct, is 2018, I believe. Based on my research, was 2018. I was not trading in 2018. So do I know what today holds? Not necessarily. There's also news at 10 o'clock. I don't trade when there's news happening. So it's I start trading at 9:30. Ideally, I want to be done before 10 o'clock so that I don't have to deal with all of that. So this is really just a trade with me, giving you my thoughts on the trading day. I'm optimistic for the day. I hope we get some really good movement. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned as a trader since I've been trading is trade what you see, not what you feel. Just because you think the market's going to go up or you feel like the market's going to go up does not mean it's going to go up. So instead of trading what you feel, trade what you see. So that's what we're gonna do today. Another thing in the thoughts for today, I get a lot of questions about whether I trade on a personal account or I trade on prop accounts. I do both. I have a personal account and I also trade on prop firm accounts. I am going to be prioritizing my prop firm accounts today for one reason and one reason only, just because I've never traded when the government has shut down before. It's 9:30. I've never traded when the government has shut down before, and I don't want my personal money to be on the line, so why not use other people's money? So we're gonna be trading with Apex today. We'll see what good trades we get. This demand zone isn't invalid yet. We are at London high. This is risky. We just tapped the supply zone above London high. So we could expect some bearish pressure to come in right now, but we also don't know. Especially since we had that strong bullish push up. We just rejected that supply zone. We just rejected it, but who's to say that we continue to reject it? So let's close. I think, was that demand zone invalid? No, that supply zone's not invalid yet. We wait. If I can get a buy off of this demand zone that just formed, that would be really cute. But we are still in the supply zone on the higher time frame. So not the best trade. Period. Now we just need to replicate that on this account. I just made $2,000 on that previous account. We just need to replicate that on this account. I need to delete that supply zone. I'll walk out through the buy trade I took, but let me mark it up and send it to my mentees to tell them what I just took. Now we are getting some selling pressure coming in. On this Apex account, I only need to make $2,000 to be able to get a payout. So we will see. We do have a supply zone and we are rejecting off of that very strongly. So let's see if I could get an entry possibly. Because the bias is bearish right now, but you don't want to just take sells because your bias is bearish. I want to take sells because the market is telling me to sell. Has anybody else taken these trades?
Alarm set for 9:57 a.m.
I set an alarm because there's news at 10 a.m. I want to be done technically by 9:57. Now, am I going to be done by 9:57? Questionable. But ideally, in a perfect world, I would want to be done by then. So I set an alarm to remind me to get off the charts or to stop trading if I am in a trade. So my mentees made some money. They took some buys. We are getting up to the supply zone right here. which is interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Currently, we're chopping, which nobody likes consolidation. Nobody. I'm gonna start screen recording my actual screen, but we're having like some really strong consolidation. Some really strong consolidation. Nothing huge, major, interesting is happening right now. I don't trade consolidation, firstly. My strategy don't work well in consolidation, so I never do trade consolidation. If the market is consolidating, I'd rather sit on the sidelines and wait for it to sort itself out than to be hopping in the middle of consolidation. So I'm just gonna sit on my hands. If I get another trade, great. If I don't before news at 10, I'll just walk away with the $2,000 that I made. But we are starting to seem like we're getting that push down. Let me tell my mentees. So we're pushing back up. This is a roller coaster right now. Yikes. I don't know if that was the entry that I should have got, but it's the entry that I got anyway. Oop. Never mind. Not worried anymore. I just made another $2,000. I took this buy right here, and thank God I got out when I did. Well, my take profit was set where it was, but I literally got a buy like right here. I got it was like 6 points or something like that. But that was a quick trade as well. If y'all want to see this is the trade that I took. So literally, I got in right here, and then I got out right there. That's what my take profit was, which is great because you see what happened afterwards. And I made a total of $1,950. And so this account is now qualified for a payout. The other account is now qualified for a payout. And we're all happy soldiers. Now that poses the question to continue to trade or to not continue to trade. I already got 2 good setups. I don't technically need to continue. So I think I'm just gonna call it a day. Since I'm done trading, we can go over the trades I took, why I took them. So maybe you can take a nugget or 2 from me and implement this in your own trading, possibly. So basically, y'all have been with me the entire morning. Coming into the charts, we were above London high, which is a key level for me. And my bias was bearish. But as I spoke to y'all about in the beginning of this video, we are in uncertain times. And why I say we are in a certain time, my camera has 6% left on it, but we are in certain times because the government just shut down. This is the first government shutdown I've been through, which is the reason why I did not trade my personal account today. I traded my prop accounts. And so whenever I feel like I don't know what to expect on a day or I can't predict it based on like an economic event or something of that sort happening, I just trade my prop firm accounts on days where I feel a little bit more certain. I trade my personal account. So like yesterday, I traded my personal account, but today was a definite no-no, which valid because I'm watching the market right now. We're so volatile. Anyways, we had a bearish bias, but like I said, we knew that there's a possibility that the market doesn't care about that. And so coming into the day, I just want to take trades that make sense, right? I want to react to what the market's giving me. So we were above London high. We've been consolidating. My strategy doesn't work well in consolidation. So I waited for us to break out of consolidation, right? So when we broke out of consolidation, I was like, let's now look for entries. We had this strong push up with a demand zone on the 15-second time frame and a rejection candle. So I was like, why not get in? I got in right here. I was going for a total of 6 points, I think. I was risking 6 points. I was risking 6 points to make 6 points. So I was risking 2,000 to make 2,000. And I got out of this trade very, very quickly. If y'all want to see the actual execution, I'm going to take my camera off the tripod again to show you my actual execution. But this is my actual execution. So, get the camera zoomed in. So I got in right there, got out up there, literally 6 points. That was all I needed. And I made $2,000 on this account. Made $2,000 on this account, right? Then for the trade that I took before this one, because we need to hurry up, like I said, my camera's dying. It literally was the exact same thing. So we had a rejection candle form, right? We were above London high. Again, my bias is bearish, so very risky, but even with a bearish bias, you trade what you see, not what you feel. So my bias was bearish, but we did have a demand zone and a rejection candle, and we were above the EMA. Like the EMA is all the way down here. We were way above the EMA. So I took it and I think I was targeting like 6 points on this trade too. 6 points, maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to show you the execution of that trade as well for those of you who care enough. Can I take this off of my chart? Can I take this off? Okay, so this is the execution of this trade too. So rejection candle, I got in right there, I got out right there. Literally like not going for that much of a move. Now, I am a scalper. I get in and out of the market in seconds. These trades took seconds. And it is currently 9:51. The only reason I'm still at this desk is because I'm talking to y'all, but on a regular day, I would be done. I just made $4,000 in, y'all saw me. I was on the charts at 9:17 and it's 9:52. I've made $4,000 for the day technically. And so now I can go on about my day. Both of my accounts are ready to be able to request a payout. So that's my day. I'm gonna go dilly-dally. I will see you all later.